everyone, today I decided to go ahead and get started on some deep cleaning in our home. I mentioned that last week, and I wanted to start in our kitchen because it definitely needed the most as far as deep cleaning goes, and so I thought I would bring you guys along with me today as I tackle some things on my to-do list. My name is Leah, and on my channel I like to share cleaning ideas, decorating ideas, and just overall homemaking inspiration. I'm so glad you're here. If this is your first time visiting, please hit that subscribe button and stay around. We have a lot more in store as far as renovating this 1960s farmhouse of ours. We're just doing a little bit at a time, but it's been so much fun to slowly but surely make it our own. I try to keep my cleaning as natural as possible. So for the oven, I sprayed it down with some white vinegar, sprinkled on some baking soda, and then tossed in a pan of water with some lemon essential oil. I set my oven to around 170 and set my timer for 40 minutes. So while all of that was baking, I decided to go ahead and get a start on the microwave because it definitely needed a good deep cleaning too. And for my microwave, I kind of do something similar. I just fill a bowl with water, add in some drops of that lemon essential oil, and then turn on my microwave for about 5 minutes. I was trying to make the best use of my time on this day, so while I had the microwave going, I wanted to go ahead and get a start on this refrigerator. I didn't clean the inside of the fridge today, but I did want to clean behind the refrigerator, the floor and the wall. As you can see, it was really, really dirty, and so I don't like it to get that bad, but let's just be honest, it's not an area I think to clean very often. What makes this easier for me is I decided to put some felt pads underneath our refrigerator, kind of like those little furniture movers, but it's just the sticky pads. And this helps me slide our refrigerator out a lot easier. That way I can clean really good in behind here. I realize most refrigerators are bigger than ours, so this might not be ideal for most people, but this does work really well in our situation. I'm able to sweep and vacuum and then spray everything down with my thieves cleaner and really get everything good and clean before putting the refrigerator back in place. So for fun, I would love for you to tell me, how often do you clean behind your refrigerator and underneath your fridge? I would really love to know. So if you want to, share that with me in the comments. Those will be fun to read. Our refrigerator is kind of a tight fit here with the cabinet right above, so I also took the time to go ahead and clean the top of our refrigerator really well. On a normal, just weekly basis, I have a feather duster that will fit in between the refrigerator and the bottom of the cabinet, so I'm able to somewhat dust it, but not as good as I'd like to. So this way I'm able to give it a really good cleaning before I slide it back in place. After letting the microwave run for about 5 minutes, I let that bowl sit in there for another 1 or 2 minutes, and then I was able to take the bowl out and easily clean the microwave. Everything just kind of, comes right off because all of the steam gets in there and the lemon oil helps to break everything loose that's kind of stuck on there. So I cleaned that really well, and then I cleaned the glass turntable in my kitchen sink. Just a little scrub with some dish soap, and our turntable was feeling good as new. To finish off the microwave, I just sprayed the glass door with some thieves cleaner and cleaned the rest of that. And then I also cleaned the front in the same way, and I was able to check that off my list. Now I just have to slide the refrigerator back in place and then clean the front stainless steel portion with a rag and some thieves cleaner, and then I can call this part of my deep cleaning done. Next up is descaling our Keurig, and to do this I just fill the water reservoir with about half water and half white vinegar, and then I just run it through, obviously with no filter, no coffee, and it will help to clean out the coffee maker. This is one of those where it also does the K-cup side, so I have to do this twice, but I'm going to start with just the pot of coffee. While that's going, I decided to go ahead and clean some of the parts that I could take apart and clean out good, and then I'll have to go back and do this all again for that K-cup side. The timer started going off on our oven, so I knew it was time to go ahead and give the oven a good cleaning. After all of that vinegar and baking soda and lemon oil, I kind of baked on there to loosen up all of the grime that was attached to the oven. If I could go back and do this again, and the next time, this is what I'll do. I think I will increase the temperature of the oven. I think it would have come off a little bit easier. This still worked really well, but I think it just didn't quite get as hot as it needed to. Like I mentioned before, I set the oven to 170. I'll probably try like maybe 200 the next time. Obviously, you want to be careful so you don't burn yourself. So you want to use a pot holder when you're taking the oven racks out and the glass of water out. But I do think I'll try to increase the oven temperature next time just to see if it's a little bit easier to clean. But it did come off, and it definitely took some elbow grease, but that mixture did really loosen up the grime, and I was able to get our oven so much cleaner than it was before. Cleaned the heating element after the oven had finished cooling off. Like I said, you just want to be careful. You don't want to burn yourself, so definitely don't instantly open up the door and start wiping out the oven. You just want to be cautious. Like I said, I did wait a few minutes for the oven to cool before I started to clean right around that heating element. So descaling the K-cup side of our coffee maker took a little bit more time. I did the same thing. I filled the water reservoir half with water, half with white vinegar, and then I just set it on the 12-ounce cup setting and just kept running it through there until the water reservoir was empty. This took a little bit longer because I kind of had to stay on top of it, but I just wiped down the counters and worked on a few things like that while I was waiting. After that, I ran some just fresh water through the water reservoir just to kind of clean the lingering vinegar smell out. And we ended up having coffee probably an hour later, and there was no sign or smell or taste of any kind of vinegar whatsoever. So this worked really well. This was my first time cleaning the Keurig this way, but it did work really well. And then I just used a microfiber cloth to clean the outside part of our Keurig. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning our oven by vacuuming this drawer and wiping it down with some thieves cleaner and a paper towel just to give everything a good clean before I place my pans back in the spot. So I'd love to know where you guys store your baking sheets and like cake pans, that kind of thing. I really don't have a great place in my kitchen to store mine, so they end up just in this bottom drawer here of our oven. I'm just wiping our trash can down with some thieves cleaner and a paper towel. The insert actually comes out, so on warmer days I'll take that outside and hose it down with a water hose and some cleaner and get it nice and clean. I didn't do that today. I really didn't need it. I do this pretty regularly actually. I love this trash can. We found it on Amazon back when we were doing our kitchen renovation, and I really love it. It's the perfect color for our kitchen. It's more of an off-white than a white, so it blends in nicely with our walls and our cabinets, and it's really nice to have it because I finally don't have to put our trash can in our cabinets anymore, which I really didn't like that. So this was a nice solution, and I feel like it looks nice in our kitchen. For my kitchen deep clean, I need to wipe down these cabinet fronts and some of the molding here in the kitchen. It gets really dusty really fast, especially that little piece of molding that goes along the top of the cabinets. And my favorite way to do this is just fill the sink with some warm water, some dish soap, and then I use a microfiber cloth and just kind of wring it out occasionally and wipe everything down. That's just the best way I've found to do this. The dish soap helps to kind of cut through any kind of grime that has built up onto the cabinets. And this is something that I like to do pretty regularly just because I don't like the thought of dust kind of hanging over my head in the kitchen when I'm cooking. So definitely something I try to stay on top of. But this is a great way to clean your cabinets and something I definitely am glad to mark off of my deep cleaning list today. Another quick tip when you are cleaning your cabinet fronts is to be sure to go ahead and clean underneath them as well. You would be amazed at how much dirt and grime will build up in that space right below your cabinets. And of course, light fixtures, those have to be dusted as well. These are our new schoolhouse pendants, and the color actually helps them hide dust a lot easier than our old ones. So I definitely have to be more mindful of keeping them clean because I'll just forget about it. If I can't see the dust, sometimes I just forget about it. So definitely got to keep an eye out for that. Clean light fixtures are a must, and I just use my thieves cleaner and a paper towel to keep those clean as well. I really love to slowly decorate our home this time of year. I enjoy having just a quiet, calm house, keeping it really simple and clutter-free, and that includes simple clutter-free decorations as well. There's lots of blank spaces right now, and I really, really love it. I just feel like we can breathe a little easier with our home just clean and fresh. But you know, once all the Christmas stuff is down, you need a little something just to bring some life into your house. And so I find that decorating with dried lavender this time of year is exactly the pick-me-up that our house needs. It just makes our house feel fresh and lively without feeling too overly done and overly decorated for this time of year. Since today was just about a few deep cleaning tasks that I wanted to knock out, I didn't do any kind of weekly cleaning. So I'm just going to finish up here by vacuuming. Mostly I'm vacuuming where I kind of dropped some lavender in the floor. So no mopping or any of that kind of thing today, since that's more of something I do weekly anyway. And also seeing this video is reminding me that I'm struggling to find counter stools. I've found some and had to send them back, and anyway, I'll find something eventually. I know it looks a little awkward, but I'll definitely keep you in the loop when I find something that I love. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and following along our journey as we fix up this farmhouse of ours, little by little, one project at a time. I hope today's video was encouraging and helpful as we all get started with our spring cleaning and refreshing spaces in our home for this time of year. I'll be sure to leave as many links as possible in the description box below to some of the items that we have here in our kitchen and some of my favorite things. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. We're so excited to be getting started on the exterior of our house very soon. I share a lot of things on Instagram when it comes to like real-time updates around our house and projects we're working on. So be sure to follow me there, Grace Lee Cottage on Instagram, for those daily updates. And as far as videos, I will definitely be creating more cleaning videos and organization, motivation, winter home decor ideas, all of that, Lord willing, coming up in the next few weeks. But again, thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye.